our next step is to open up DVD Studio Pro, create a new project, and we are going to kind of set up our preferences and import assets to get ready to make our DVD. So the first thing we're going to do is go into Preferences. There's not a lot that you're going to need to change in here. I'm making an HD DVD. You might be working with standard def. It defaults to standard def, so if you're working in HD, you want to come in here and select that. Working in NTSC, if you're making a DVD to send over to Europe, you can certainly make a PAL version here. I'm working in 1920 by 1080. Letterbox. A lot of this stuff is kind of, if you've made it this far, you should know how to fill out some of this stuff, so I'm not going to get into super specific detail, but there's a lot of stuff in here that you need to know where to access it, I guess I should say. Now, destinations. This is where you could run into a problem when you go to burn. You will not know you have a problem here until you go to burn, unless you click on this and you'll see that this font might be in red. If it's in red, it just means that it's not pointing the project to a hard drive you have plugged in on your computer. So if you have DVD Studio projects saved all over on different hard drives for different projects, that's how it can easily get delinked. And you'll just need to go in here and change all of these except for the palette elements to where you want it to save on your hard drive. So in order to do that, if this were in red, I would select choose, and this is the folder I want it directed to, which is on my hard drive, in my video folder, on DVD Studio Pro. That's where all of this is saving. That's what all of these folders are right here. So I've already done this. I've gone in and I've changed every single one of these little drop downs, so I'm all good. And the palette elements is completely different. Don't change this one to your hard drive. You'll have some issues there. The next thing we need to do is import our assets so that we can put them on here. So you go to File, Import an Asset. I have my Project Asset folder here. I'm going to bring in my final menus. I'm going to bring these in without layers. I don't need the layers in there. Keeps the file sizes smaller. And I'm just going to select all three of my menu screens here. You'll see it dumped it down in the asset section. I keep my stuff pretty organized, so I'm going to call this menus. I'm going to drop all of these in here. I'm going to create another folder for my video, and I'm going to import all of that stuff. They are also called assets. And actually this is back. And I'm just going to select all of them. These are all of my video compressions. Just going to move this stuff into video. And I have one more thing to import. Just my music for the menu. Alright, and there's all the content that I'm going to be putting on this particular DVD. It's all in here and ready to go, and I will end this tutorial and we'll start the next one by building our first menu and importing a piece of video.